morning, everybody, and welcome to a special bathrobe edition of the Dan Dawson Show. The reason it's a bathrobe edition, last night on Facebook, on my personal Facebook, one of my friends posted something. I can tell you what she posted. It was a very good question, and it had to do with, all black lives. Well, I witnessed 3 black people who know her, who've worked with her, I've worked with her for years, personally attack her because they didn't have a salient comeback for what she was saying. And this happens a lot with liberals. You get all emotional. Matter of fact, there's a theory floating around out there. If you're an emotional person, you're more apt to be a liberal. If you're a critical thinker, you're more apt to be a Republican. I think of myself as a critical thinker. I try to remove emotion from things, which has helped me a lot. Having been a combat medic, it's one of the things we have to do. You can't remove emotion, people are going to die. So, but it really got me thinking. I thought about it last night and couldn't sleep good, tossed and turned, got up this morning. It's like, you know what, I got to do this video and just put this thought out there. Now, is it because their minds are just blocked off and they can't accept new information, political information, or are they this way in their everyday walk of life? So I started thinking about a couple of the people. One of the people in particular. And yes, I started thinking they are very emotional people. And it permeates into every aspect of their life. Critical thinkers, not so much. It doesn't really permeate bad. But it just really got me thinking, why would you attack somebody you've known for years? You know it's not racist. You know they aren't. And yet you would accuse them of most vile and foul things. So I talked to this person, and she said, Dan, that made me cry. I cried. And so, I talked to her, and I'm like, hey, not all blacks think like that. Those are the blacks with a certain mentality. Not even just blacks, really, when you think about it. White people do it too, I've seen it. And it's this mentality of the louder I am and the more offensive I am, the righter I am. No, you're not. You're not. You're turning people off to your conversation, and all you're doing is hurting people who honestly you shouldn't be hurting. Really got me thinking, and I was looking at, I didn't look at it because I love my audience, love you people. Remember to subscribe. Subscribe on YouTube, like on Facebook, follow on Facebook. I love you guys, but I don't love you enough to sacrifice myself like that, having to watch that crap. But it was all, from what I saw, all emotional. Not one salient point was made. We're going to take your guns because gun violence. You mean violence from the repeat violent offenders you keep letting out? Pretty much it broke down to a big orange man bad cry fest. Trump didn't act quick enough to stop the coronavirus. No country is doing well with the coronavirus. And if you remember when he did enact his shutdown, Biden came out and called him point blank, called him a racist, called him xenophobic. Pelosi tried to get people to go to downtown San Francisco, which had a humongous outbreak. She did a video from down there telling people, come and shop and blah, 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 serving to her constituents. But you get these people and they just repeat basically what's being said, like a catchphrase. It's like it's a song almost. Stop gun violence, Black Lives Matter, we have to stop the gun violence. Well, if the gun violence is in your neighborhood, maybe it's time to look at your neighborhood. I don't know, black community. Maybe it's time to change our music. Don't buy this garbage hip hop. And it used to be, they would say when I was growing up and I was a teenager, well, rap music is just a reflection of the environment. No, now rap music has control of the environment. Because these kids are growing up thinking being a gangster's cool and walking around with their pants down around their ass. Why? Running around the streets with guns, dealing drugs, thinking it's cool, belonging to a gang. Like I said, I see people my age, black people my age. One second they'll post, oh, Black Lives Matter, and next second they're posting Crip for Life and whatever gang. And it's just ridiculous. And if that's your culture, you have to expect violence. You look at these old, like Michael Francis said it best. You know, he was a captain in the mafia. And they asked him about, there was one time he thought his best friend was going to kill him. And I remember, I think it was Vlad asking, well, aren't you afraid? He goes, no, it comes with the life. So if you're portraying this gangster life, you're going to get the results of a gangster life. It is what it is. Sorry, bathrobe keeps coming up, but don't worry, I do have on my white t-shirt and my shorts. But it is what it is. That's what you're going to get. Don't get mad at the people asking you why you accept that. You know, I keep saying, this is one thing I agree with Farrakhan on. Farrakhan said, if we want to heal the black community, we need to kill the drug dealers, the pedophiles within our community, and the gangbangers. He said that. Go look it up. There's a video on it. But it's like they can't form a salient argument. It's, oh, you're horrible. Oh, you're racist. Oh, you're this, and what about this? But you're not making a point. All you're doing is isolating people who could be allies. I saw LeBron James post said something about quoting Malcolm, we must persevere through this, we're going to push on, we're not going to, yeah, okay, so Malcolm X always said, also said, if you vote Democrat, you're an idiot, pretty much. I'm paraphrasing that. Not quite his words, but it's kind of what he said. Sorry, it's early in the morning, I got something, I apologize, people. But just think about that. So, and so when this happened to this nice lady, I had already been friends with a lot of those people, but I had cut them off years ago from Facebook because I'm not going to deal with the ignorance. And it's ignorance on a lot of topics, not just that one. But it's like, boom, I saw a meme. And I saw Steven Crowder say something the other day. You know, these left-wingers, they get their politics from memes. I think Tim Pool also said it. And they're right, they do. That's where they get their news and information from. So, okay, thank you for checking this out. Hope my super duper bathrobe didn't disturb you. I actually got a cooler one, but you know, it's early, so. Alrighty, thank you ladies and gentlemen for watching this very special bathrobe edition of the Dan Dawson Show.